So you're about to drive off, and I want to make sure you have a valid driver's license. Because you're not supposed to be on the property.
Well, and so
Yes, sir. So you're about to drive off, yes, sir. So I need
so
to see your
I'll
driver's
accept
license to
being
make sure-
trespassed, but I don't want to be ID'd.
Okay, well, you're driving off, right? We have to make sure you have a valid driver's license.
Police officers have been asking for ID and driver's license since the beginning of time. Every day before they go out on patrol, they're being briefed to take as many criminals off the streets as possible. Let's run everybody for ID. But you see, folks, they're old tricks. People aren't falling for it anymore. This man sure didn't fall for the old banana in the tailpipe when this cop asked him for his driver's license and insurance. This right here was a boss level driver's license refusal. I think you guys are really gonna appreciate it. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Tim Newman. Let him know San Joaquin sent you. I'd like to see his channel get over 1,000 subscribers after this. All right, folks, I'll see you guys over there.
When you
Does that make sense?
no, when you have
How does that not make sense?
when you have an infraction to pull me over for, then
Over here, we want to make sure you're able to drive off. You have a valid driver's license to drive off, right?
I understand
so you're
that
not
you want to
operating
do
a
that.
motor vehicle without a bad license, right?
And do you suspect that I don't have a license?
Well, we got to make sure.
No, you don't.
Yes, sir, we do. If you're driving off, yes, sir.
No, yeah, you can't just pull people over for.
I'm not pulling you over. I'm making sure you have a driver's license for you to be able to drive off.
And what makes you suspect I don't have one?
We got to make sure. We got to double check. Do you have insurance on the vehicle?
Surely do.
Okay, do you have that with you?
Surely do.
All right, can I see that?
No.
You have to have insurance to drive off, yes, sir. And you have to have a driver's license to drive a vehicle, right? Does that make sense?
Surely does.
Okay, well, we have to make sure that's what's
and
going
when
on.
you have a reason to suspect
We
that
do.
I don't,
We have a reason that you got to drive off because you're not supposed to be on the property.
and I'm
Yes, and
happy to
we
leave
have
the
to make
property.
sure you have insurance and a driver's license. Does that make sense?
No, it doesn't. It makes sense if you pull me over for an infraction.
That's not how this works, sir. You're not supposed to be on the property. You're going to have to drive off in your vehicle,
Right.
right? And for
And
us
that's
to let
and
you
that's
do,
the
and for us to-
trespass.
and for us-
I'm accepting being
Hold on,
trespassed.
hold on. For us to let you do that, we have to make sure you have a current driver's license and insurance for the vehicle.
What makes you suspect I don't have it?
Well, we have to make sure.
Am I under arrest?
No, you're not, sir.
Then, unless you've got me on an infraction of some kind, I don't have to identify.
Okay, where are you heading after this? So, where are you going?
Here's something we don't talk about often. Cops are pranksters. What do pranksters do? They mess with people. They scare people. They lie to people. This is exactly what's happening here. This cop is pretending to be doing, and I quote, his job. But it's his job to pretend the man has to identify. You guys see what I'm saying? We fell for the pranks for too long until we caught on. The gig is up. Keep watching.
Off the property, I guess.
Okay, but what's your next move?
Head off the property.
Okay. Are you gonna go onto any public driveway, like any public road? Is that where you're going?
Eventually, sure.
Okay, then we got to make sure you got a driver's license.
And when you see me with an infraction on that public roadway, then you can pull me over.
Okay. Well, we're not gonna let you drive off if you don't have a driver's license, sir.
Is your supervisor about?
He's watching.
And what's he got to say?
He's got to get off property. All right. Cool with me? All right, you're good.
Thanks. You
Have a
guys,
good one.
you have a good day.
Yes, sir.
When you know your rights, you don't fall for their pranks. It's that easy, folks. And look, there's been a lot of discussion about this between channels, and this is something that is true. There has to be an infraction for police to pull you over and to demand ID or your driver's license. It's really important to understand that. That's why it's in their policy to stipulate to you what infraction you committed when they pull you over. If you don't believe you did anything wrong, ask for a supervisor. And one thing to keep in mind, that if they articulate that you committed an infraction to you, then they could use their officer discretion to go full force and demand your driver's license or take you to jail, even if it means breaking your window, pulling you out of the vehicle, and causing you a bunch of grief and irreparable damage. Also, Pennsylvania versus Mims says that if a cop feels threatened for officer safety, the officer can pull you out of the vehicle and do a cursory pat down if he believes you may be carrying something. With that being said, thank you all for tuning in. Go subscribe to Tim Newman. Let him know I sent you. I'll see you guys over there. Have a blessed day.